Welcome to the Empowered Living Club, where we figure out how to win our hardest inner battles, and then we give you the exact tools so you can win yours. This is season 1, episode 31. And one of the things I've been talking a lot about is returning back to safety, because in this season, it's all about recognizing what are the stress triggers that are present in your life. And I feel like a lot of people do not realize that where they are today is they're stuck in survival mode. They're stuck in being disconnected with their own bodies, and they're stuck in feeling anxious or feeling overwhelmed all of the time. And I have to admit, I was in that place too. And sometimes I still feel like I get back to that place, but I've been working on myself in the past months, really months. And a lot of things are improving for me, because I would say that I've learned to recognize my stress triggers. I've learned to recognize when I feel anxious, when I feel this, when I do this, then I know that's what's happening in my body. I've learned to recognize them. And one of the exercises that I've done, I think it was probably tool number 2, notice stress when my body warns me, learning to notice the stress in my body and how my stress response shows up. I've learned to do that. That's one of those things that really changed my perspective into understanding my own body. And I feel when I look around me, I simply look around me, I see that the things that I've been working on, I'm not the only person that has those things. I'm not the only person that had automatic stress responses, has automatic stress responses. I still have them. I still have those triggers come up. The difference is when they come up, I see them for what they are, and I've learned to recognize them and do something about them. So what I'm seeing today is more of me becoming a better person every single day, because I've learned how to do something about those things, do something about what do I do when I'm stressed out? What do I do when I'm overwhelmed? What do I do when I feel anxious? All of these things still happen. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting here saying that I don't ever feel stressed out or anxious or overwhelmed. All these things still happen. The difference that I'm seeing today with myself is I know that I used to be very much stuck in survival mode a lot in the past. And I see today that that survival mode of constantly being in this loop of stress response triggered, and I do something and it gets worse, and I feel more stressed and it gets worse and it gets worse. And it would happen day by day, week by week. And then my reactions sometimes would trigger the stress response in other people. So what I have been doing about this is simply, I've done already 7 exercises in the season 1, returning back to safety. I've just simply done the work. I've done the shadow work. I've done the integration work, learning to understand what my stress responses are, what I do under very stressful circumstances, and all of that stuff. It's been really good for me, really, really good for me. It's been so good, actually, that I've realized some of the reset rituals that I've come up with along the way, which is part of the exercises. I no longer use them, all of the time. I still use them. They're still very necessary. But the difference now is when I recognize my stress response, I just simply know I'm in a stress response mode. And instead of having to do the complete ritual, I recognize, I know, and I self-regulate. So what this means for me when I take a look at who I used to be, let's say 2 or 3 years ago, the person that I was 3 years ago in terms of how I self-regulate, how I self-regulated 3 years ago versus how I self-regulate today is just not even comparable. So what I'm simply seeing a lot of improvement for me personally in my life since I've started doing this work, since I've started this really hard work, really. I wouldn't say this is easy work. This is really hard work. But I have a question for you. Please let me know in the comment section below. What have you been doing in terms of integration work and self-regulation work. What kind of work have you been doing? What kind of exercises have you been doing? Please let me know in the comment section below. Now, don't let this moment pass you by. To live truthfully and to live courageously. I did this, so you can do this too. My name is Chris Kasonga. Keep living an empowered life.